So for now, we'll go back to the book tab and take a closer look at things there. The default setting is for the ladder to be built in a vertical position. You can change the view here, and then you'd see the book being built in a horizontal position. Here's our cover tab, and this is where you can come to create your cover. So to get started, you would use the Add Pages button here, and as you can see, there's a few options. Blank is how you can actually get a blank page. So you'd name the page or section. You can make it more than one page, or you can leave it as one. Double pages is how you would make it a double page spread. You can also create more than one section at a time. I'm going to make that 2 pages. Select Create, and just allow a moment for it to create the pages and put them in the remote storage as well. So as you can see, we now have 3 pages, and when I hover over them, the name of the page displays across the top, and at the bottom is a status. So red is not started, and the color for the status of the page will also reflect down the sidebar. So we'll go to Add Pages, and this time we're going to take a look at our templates. We have 3 different categories. Basic. So these are just starting points. They're more like skeletons. So there's no decoration. It's just basic text boxes and empty image frames. And the templates are not locked down, so you can find one that's close to what you're looking for, and then say it's got a couple too many image frames, you can delete those. So it's just a nice starting point. Then we have our complete yearbooks. These are pre-decorated templates that have matching backgrounds and clip art and fonts, and they can be used to create an entire yearbook if you like. You don't have to use all of them in one folder. You can use one, you can use them all, or you can use none. It's entirely up to the schools. So take a look, and when you find a category that looks interesting, you can go in and take a closer look at the templates. Once you find a template that you want to use, you can either click and drag, or you can use the Add to Book button. And as you can see now on the right-hand side, it has been added to our ladder. The other type of templates we have are themed pages. So again, these are pre-decorated, but these are all theme specific, such as seasons or holidays or school themes. And we even have some that are yearbook specific type topics as well. So you can browse around and find any that might catch your eye, and again, just use the Add to Book or click and drag. So to rearrange pages on the ladder, it's just clicking and dragging them around. So I don't want this template here, I want it at the bottom. So I'm going to drag it until I see those 2 arrows. There, and it has been switched. Another way to add a template, so when I hover over this one, you can see its file name is a little bit of internal gibberish. So if you were an editor and you've been assigned to the principals page, you can also use the templates by going in and finding one that suits you, and then clicking and dragging it onto the page. You'll get the warning. You can say yes, and it will now replace what's there. But as you can see, the name of the page is still Principal's page. So when I hover over these pages, you'll see a menu pop up on them. So let's take a closer look at that. When the first icon is our edit section, so that's how we'll open the page up so that we can decorate it, which we'll look at in a moment. The next option is how you can create a copy of this page. So say you've pre-decorated it a bit and you want it to be replicated throughout the book, You can use the create a copy as many times as you need. Assign this page for editing. So this is where you can assign the pages. So we created user 1 that right now has not been assigned any pages. So if it signed in, it would have no pages to work on. So I can click on this icon, select user 1, and it will refresh, and you'll see a little 1 appear beside the silhouette. But now when user 1 signs in, these pages will be kind of dulled out a bit, but this one will be nice and vibrant, and they'll be able to open it into edit mode. Next is remove this section from the book. If this is selected, it's simply removing the page from the ladder. It does not delete it entirely. So if you accidentally delete it from the ladder, or you did it on purpose but then change your mind, you can come to the Add Pages, go to My Sections, and that's going to open up remote storage. And there's our pages so far. And you can simply, again, use the Add to Book or click and drag. For schools that are returning schools, so they were used the program last year, they will have multiple options under the school year. So the default is 2015-16, the current year. But you can click the drop down and switch it to 2014-15, and you will see items that were used the previous year. Or you can view everything all at once, but I like to keep it separate. If you come here and you right-click on a project and hit this delete button, you can no longer access that page. It is been deleted. Luckily, as a safety net, we have created a remote storage here, a recycle bin here at LumaPix. So if you accidentally delete something from the My Sections, a quick email or quick phone call, and we can get it restored to you. Okay? So the next option is our preview. So you can click on the View Preview, and it actually opens the page into a larger view for closer examination. And then we have Submit this page to be reviewed. If you have multiple people working on the yearbook and you want to have a process where whoever creates it then has to submit it for review, this is how it can be done.